Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler here with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, bringing you today's exciting matchup. No complaints about the weather tonight, as we see nothing but stars in this contest between the Texas Longhorns and the Buckeyes of Ohio State. There's really no better way to start off the new year than right here with some good old college football. And here come the Buckeyes. I think this thing's a toss-up. We've got two teams today that can really get it done on both sides of the ball.
Texas has an impressive-looking young man at wideout. Watch for them to go to him early and often in this one. He's the big play man in this offense, so look for him to step up and be the difference.
There's no question who I'm buying in this one.
Hook 'em horns, sweetheart. Hook 'em horns.
Ohio State lines up to kick this one off, and we're just about set to get underway. He kicks it off. Kennedy takes it at the 4. Now we'll get to see how this quarterback can do today as he comes out onto the field for the first time. This quarterback is the leader of this team, but he's going to need some help from his offensive line today as they go up against a very good pass rush.
You got that right, Brad. He's the focal point of this offense, and the defensive line knows it. They're going to be coming after him hard today.
When you're as good as this kid is at playing quarterback, there's definitely a bullseye painted on your chest. We'll see how he handles the pressure.
Texas lines up with 3 receivers. Zepuar gets the call again. White with the tackle at the 33-yard line. A good carry for the first down.
You guys know I like running plays with the lead blocker. But if they can run consistently like they are right now, it doesn't matter how they're blocking. As long as they block, they're going to make yards.
As long as it's within the rules of the game, right, Lee?
Zepuar gets the carry. He's taken down at the 33. Nothing going on that one.
On the play.
Second down.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
They hand it off again. And down he goes at the 37. Zepuar gains about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up third down. Third down, 6 to go.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Texas comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. McClover drops to throw. He steps up, deep pass down the right side. That's incomplete.
That's what a good pass rush can do for you.
Yep, they got in the quarterback's face and made it tough on him to throw a good pass.
Fourth and 6.
It's fourth down, and the punt team lines up. Brewer awaits the snap. Punts the ball away. Signals for a fair catch. Well, we've seen one offensive drive stall. Let's see how this offense does with their first possession. The offense will take over at the 21. The Buckeyes line up in an I formation. Smart hands it off straight ahead. And they make the stop at the 26-yard line. About 5 yards there on the fullback carry. Let's look at how they rank in offensive production for the year.
Wow, these guys can't be stopped. I hope this defense is ready for them.
Hey, this offense is one of the best we've seen. They know how to get the ball down the field.
Shake and make move. Tackle at the 27-yard line. And he gets a yard on the run. It's third down and 4 to go.
Ball on their own 27-yard line.
Smart, back to pass. He's looking for his man. This one is incomplete. And that'll make it fourth down coming up.
Fourth and 4.
The Buckeyes are lining up to punt it away. Parks is waiting for the snap. He gets it off. Kennedy takes it to 36. So the offense takes over. They'll try to figure out this defense. They forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. They'll take over at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
McClover comes to the line with 3 wide. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Zepuah gains about 4 yards on the play. They line up at the 42.
Ball
Second and 6 coming up here. McClover back to throw. McClover throws it out there. He snags it. Murphy tackles him at the 43-yard line. Just a yard there.
1 yard gain on the play.
From their own 43-yard line. It's third and 5. Texas goes with the ace set here. There's a play fake. He throws a dart to the left. Way to look it in. What did you see there, guys?
The defense was in zone coverage. The offense did a good job of protecting the quarterback, and he threw a nice ball to get the first down.
And the receiver ran a nice route to get open between the zone coverage.
First and 10.
They line up at the 48. It's first down. The Longhorns are lining up with 3 receivers. Another catch. Stone brings him down at the 29-yard line.
How about that play?
Well, it was a good pass, a good catch, and they are keeping the defense off balance by throwing on first down.
Absolutely right.
First down, 10 yards to go.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Texas comes out in the shotgun. McClover hasn't missed yet. He passes it. Incomplete pass. The tight end almost came up with that one in traffic.
Yeah, his brain was telling him to catch it, but his hands decided not to cooperate.
From the 29-yard line.
Ball on
Second
the
and 10.
29-yard line.
The Longhorns come out in the ace formation. And he's stopped behind the line. So they'll lose some yards on that counter play, guys.
Yeah, there was no misdirection on the defense. That's for sure. These guys stayed in their lanes and made a very nice play.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. McClover with 3 wide receivers, and that defense is getting a little excited down there.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. They'll line it up again on third down. McClover drops back to pass. He's looking down the middle. They connect again.
That's how you convert third down, sweetheart.
That was a good-looking play, wasn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, this offensive coordinator must have seen something in the defense he really liked.
Texas is one of the best teams in the country at getting points once they enter the red zone.
You're absolutely right, my friend. This offense knows how to close the deal and put points on the scoreboard.
Brought down at the 11-yard line. Zepuar gets 6 yards on the carry, so that'll make it second down. Second down, 4 yards to go. Ball on the 11-yard line. Texas comes to the line with 3 wide. Lets it fly. Almost intercepted. Good defense there, guys.
I wonder if the quarterback was expecting to see man coverage there because he threw it right to the defense.
And that's what's so tough about playing against a zone. You think the guy's open, and out of nowhere, the defender shows up. Just get that.
Look for this quarterback to make a play here. McClover steps back to pass. Lets it go. Touchdown, Longhorns. How about the tight end? This guy can play some football.
You bet he can. He's such an all-around player. He's just as good at blocking as he is at catching the football.
So the kicker lines up for the PAT. And he converts the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Texas to kick this one off. Quarter and Murphy back to return. Decent kick. Murphy has it at the 5. He jukes him. He spins around. The offense takes over. The last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. First down. Smart is back in the gun. Smart on play action. He delivers. And down he goes at the 43-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the play. Second down.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Anderson lines up in the deep back. I formation. He lets it go, and it's caught. Talley tackles him at the 50-yard line. Gray gains 7 yards with a catch there.
Nice protection, good pass, and even a better catch. You can't ask for much more than that.
We've got a 1st and 10.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
High formation here. Smart with the play fake. He throws it. He's tackled at the 48. They pick up 2 on the pass play. They line up at the 48. Second down. Single set backfield. They'll throw again. Defense hasn't stopped them yet.
Calm down, sweetheart. Quit thinking so much and just throw the football.
I don't know if he's thinking too much. He just let that pass get away from him.
No. I can tell when a quarterback is thinking too much. Just take the snap, drop back, and fire it. You're all right if you do that, I promise you.
The Buckeyes come out showing 3 wide. The halfback back with a carry. He's taken down at the 45. They don't pick up the first on that play.
Brad, that defense is saying, not so fast, my friend. You're not going to run that ball that easy.
4th and 5.
And they're ready to punt this one away.
45-yard line.
Davis, the return man. Plenty of hang time on this one. Talley signals for a fair catch. He dropped it. Coach, I think he just took his eyes off that.
Oh, yeah, you just can't do things like that.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 14. Smart with 3 wide receivers. Smart drops back on first down. They bring him down. Ohio State rarely comes away empty-handed once they get into the red zone.
Brad, they have one of the best red zone percentages in the country. I'd be surprised if they didn't get some points on the board here as well.
Smart off the fake. Throws to the middle. Touchdown, Bucks. Guys, this tight end has the potential to be a crucial part of this offense.
Potential? Heck, I think he already is.
You're right, Kirk. That's because he sells his blocks so well that the defense leaves him alone.
Will be tied with the extra point. And he hits the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary.
Ohio
ready to kick.
Is lined up for the kickoff.
He boots it deep downfield. Number 89 from his own end zone. So they beat this defense up through the air on their last drive. Let's see if they can replicate that performance this time around. They'll start at the 19.
19-yard line. 1st and 10.
McClover comes to the line with 3 wide. McClover set to go to the air. Davis swats it away. Number 89 was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 19-yard line. Power eye set. McClover with the give. And he's tackled at the 22.
26, the ball carrier.
And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. Third and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 22. Texas comes out with an I formation. Setting up play action. He chucks it downfield. And it falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
4th down, and let me say one thing. This defense was up to the task that time in shutting down the pass play.
Yeah, they shut it down, and they got the 3 and out they were looking for.
4th and 7. Ball on the 22.
The Longhorns are lining up to punt it away. Brewer awaits the snap. Punts the ball away. Quarter fields it at the 39. Well, I'll tell you guys, the passing game was sure on target during their last drive.
And the quarterback had great protection by his offensive line. When he gets time, he could pick you apart.
They'll start this drive at the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line. First and 10.
Smart back in the gun. Smart hands it off. No, play fake. Oh, great catch. To the 20, to the 10. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown. The wideout makes a big catch there.
Hey, whenever you have a receiver who can make plays like that, you just want to get the ball in his hands and let him do the work.
Listen up, my friend. That was a tremendous throw by the quarterback, too. Don't forget about the guy slinging the ball all over the field out there.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the try.
They'll line up for the extra point. He makes the PAT. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He sends it off. Kennedy fields it in the end zone. Well, the offense couldn't get anything going on their last drive. Let's see if they can do a little bit better here. Hill takes it. Ball on the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. Zepuar takes the give. Rowe brings him down for a loss. 1-yard loss.
1 loss on the play.
Second down and 11 to go. Ball on their own 20. They're in the eye. Carter, the ball carrier, broke away from one. Williams with a takedown at the 27-yard line. And the fullback busts through for about 7 yards. From their own 27-yard line. It's third down. The Longhorns come to the line with their jumbo package. Here's the call from the referee.
Red ball. Delay of game on the offense.
There might have been some miscommunication down there.
And anytime there's a delay of game, it's usually because they were late getting the right personnel on the field.
Third from their own 22-yard line. Third and 9. McClover steps back to pass. And he's hammered as he lets it go. Complete on the run. At the 40. At the 30. To the 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. That pass was humming, and it'll be 6.
You got to be kidding me. How do you do that? What composure.
The extra point to tie this game up. And he tacks on the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Texas ready to kick this one off. Decent kick. Murphy fields it at the 7. Not a lot of trouble scoring the last time they had the ball. Let's see if that passing game does the trick again.
They'll
The
take
offense
over
will start
at the
at
26-yard
26.
line. First and 10.
They're in the eye. On play action. Fires a bullet over the middle. Got it to his receiver. And that catch right there just pushed him over 1,000 yards.
Well, this is a great accomplishment for anyone. 1,000 yards receiving is pretty special.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own
48-yard line.
I formation here. They're going to pitch it. He gets hit out of bounds at the 35-yard line. How about that run by this halfback?
You know what? When this offense can run the ball like this, watch out. They can score quickly.
Watch out is right, because now you got to worry about the run and the pass on defense.
It's first down. Anderson is the single setback. Throws it. Complete. What a catch.
You know, it's really easy to overlook those guys on the line.
Yeah, the defense came after them, and those linemen held them long enough for the quarterback to throw for a first down.
First and 10. We'll see what they can do in the red zone. Ohio State comes out with 2 tight ends. Setting up the play action. Looks. It's tipped. Parks was the intended target, so that'll make it second down. And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Single set backfield. Smart back to throw. And it's incomplete. I think the pressure forced that miscue, guys.
Yeah, good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
Third
They line up at the 20.
Ball
It's third down and 10. The defense is in the nickel. Smart steps back to pass. Across the middle. Incomplete pass. Nice play by the defense to bring up fourth down.
The defender made a solid effort to get to the ball there. Nice stop.
So it's fourth down. The field goal attempt will be about a 37-yarder. Ohio State could take the lead with this field goal. The kick is up, and it is good. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive center. Ohio State is lining up to kick this one off. Kennedy and number 89 back ready to return. He kicks it off. Kennedy fields at the goal line. At the 30. At the 40. Across midfield. Not a bad return.
No, not bad at all. That's great field position.
And any coach will tell you, good field position throughout the course of the game is very important.
There's a flag down, and here's the call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
They'll go to work at the 40.
Take over at the 40-yard line. First and 10.
McClover back to pass. He's going left. Incomplete pass. There's a flag down on the field, and I'm betting that this one is pass interference.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
The defender got a little too aggressive on that play.
Yeah, you're allowed to check your receiver downfield, but once the ball's in the air, you have to let go.
And he hung on too long that time.
First
To
and
the
10.
45-yard line.
Ball on the
First down.
45-yard line.
McClover hands it off straight ahead. And he hits him hard at the 42-yard line. Zebuar gets 3 yards on the play, so that'll make it second down. From the 42-yard line, it's second and 7. Single set backfield. Back to pass. Screen pass. Makes a move. And they make the stop at the 35-yard line. Looks like a defensive lineman might have it, and he does. And one of the biggest guys on the field is all alone. He's all the way home. Touchdown. And that is not what they had in mind.
It was simply a bad play. Turnovers are bad at home, but when you add to the fact that it resulted in points for the opposition, that will kill you every time.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. With less than 4 minutes to go in the first, the score, Ohio State 24, Texas 14. Adams gets set to kick this one away. He sends this one deep. Kennedy fields it in the end zone. The last time they had the ball, they gave it away on the fumble.
The old ball coach was not too happy about that either. I'd hate to see that if it happens again.
They'll start at the 22-yard line.
Start the drive at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. They give to the tailback. Henderson brings him down at the 26-yard line. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. It's second down.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
McClover back to throw. He throws. Kennedy just couldn't bring it in. Kennedy was the intended target on the play. That'll make it third down. Third down.
And 6. Ball on the 26-yard line.
McClover lines up in the shotgun. McClover passes. Williams tackles him at the 32-yard line. Nice stop by the defense.
Well, they let him catch it, but they were not going to let him get that first down.
Fourth and inches.
Texas lining up the punt. Brewer is waiting for the snap. He punts it. Signals for a fair catch. The offense ready to go again. And their last drive ended with 3 points. They'll start this drive at the 26. High formation here. Smart hands it off. Can't wrap him up. Brought down at the 42-yard line. And there's a penalty on the play. Let's see who it's on.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards is on the foul.
These are the calls that drive a coach crazy. Senseless penalties can sometimes be the difference between winning and losing the game.
First and long. Ball on the 17-yard line. Ohio State goes with the ace set here. Tries to juke. They'll bring him down at the 23-yard line. Anderson gets 6 yards on the carry. It's second and 13. Ball on their own 23. The Longhorns line up in a nickelback. He unloads it. He's pushed out of bounds at the 31.
The receiver did all he could do to make that play. The pass was just too far out of bounds.
From their own 23-yard line. Third and 13 coming up. Ohio State lines up in a shotgun set. He flings it. It's complete. He's taken down at the 28. Nice gain, but not enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's a nice play there. They did everything right except get enough yards for the first down.
4th and 8.
So they're set to punt this one away.
28-yard line.
Parks awaits the snap. He gets it away. Kennedy takes it at the 32. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll get the ball here at the 35. They'll work from the shotgun. The running back has it, and he's tackled at the 35-yard line. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more.
On the play.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 35. The Longhorns come out in the ace formation. McClover gives it up the middle, and he just got drilled. And the linebacker comes up and makes a big stop.
This is textbook. This is how you're supposed to play against the run.
Yeah, and that time the defense got him to go backwards.
We've got 3rd and 12. Ball on the 33-yard line. Zepuar lines up as a single back. Looking. He's going left. Incomplete.
It would have been a tough completion here, but it was still a good read by the quarterback.
I know there's not a lot to like about an incompletion, but they did a nice job of putting the ball in a spot where only his man could catch it. Either his man was going to catch it or no one was going to catch it.
You're right, Coach. He didn't move the chains, but he did keep the ball away from those guys in the secondary.
Porter is back deep to return the punt. Punts the ball away. Porter takes it to 28, and now the ball is loose. They nearly gave that ball away.
But luckily that guy was paying attention to what was going on and was able to recover the football.
They'll set up shop at the 26. The Buckeyes line up with 4 wideouts. Tries to shoot. White brings him down at the 32. Second and 4. Ball on the 32.
32-yard line.
They line up in the shotgun. He's looking. He's looking for his man. Brought down at the 42-yard line. Looked like the linebackers bid on that play fake.
I didn't even know the quarterback had the ball. That's worth a yoke.
First down. Anderson is the deep back as they line up into the eye. Smart hands off. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. We've played a quarter, and our score, Ohio State 24, Texas 14. It's 2nd and 5 here.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Ohio State lines up with 3 receivers. He's looking to pass. Throws it to the outside. Another catch. And he's taken down at the 33. How about that pass, fellas?
Well, Brad, the defense was coming with the blitz, and that opened some room for these guys to get open.
Yeah, and if you're coming with the blitz, you better get to this quarterback. Otherwise, he'll make you pay.
1st and 10. The Buckeyes come out showing 3 wide. Play fake. Looks. Slings it left. They connect again. Lee's looking at some numbers over there. What do you got, Coach?
Well, I'm looking at this guy's season stats, and if I did my math correctly, he just went over 1,000 yards receiving for the year. I'd call that a pretty good year, huh, Kirk?
You're doing math? Well, you bet, Coach. Anytime you rack up 1,000 yards receiving, it's a great year.
They'll bring in their dime package. Anderson gets a handoff to the right. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. Anderson picks up about 4 yards on the play, so that'll make it 2nd down. The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters most. The kicker got them points on their last red zone visit. Let's see if the offense can get points this time. They line up at the 17. It's 3rd down. The Buckeyes set up in the gun. Smart drops to throw. Look out! He breaks it. And he's tackled in the open field.
You know, it's really easy to overlook those guys on the line.
Yeah, the defense came after them, and those linemen held them long enough for the quarterback to throw for a 1st down.
It's 1st and goal. This is the 9th play of this drive.
Ball on the 8-yard line.
Single set backfield. Smart off the fake. Fires to the end zone.
Boy, oh boy, this defense just doesn't have an answer for him. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the half.
Well, Coach, it starts with the defensive line. This quarterback is going to continue to tear him up until they get some pressure on him.
So the kicker lines up for the PAT. He makes the PAT. Over 13 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. And the score, Ohio State 31, Texas 14. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Kicks it away. Number 89 fields in the end zone. The offense gets ready to start a new drive as they just couldn't get anything going on their last possession, going 3 and out. They'll start at the 20-yard line.
Start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
McClover looking to throw on 1st down. And they make the stop at the 25-yard line. That last pass was good for maybe 5 yards. From their own 25-yard line. It's 2nd down. The Longhorns line up with 3 wide. McClover drops back to pass. 5. Knocked out of bounds at the 29. Nice little pattern there.
Yeah, he had great position there, and that ball was thrown in the right spot.
Third and 1 coming up on this play. Ball on the 29. The Longhorns line up in a goal line formation. There's a missed tackle. Oh, so close to breaking it. And a big run on third down.
Good job there by the offensive line, allowing the runner to get some good yardage.
Lee, as you know, anytime you can move the ball like this, you're putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. The Longhorns set up in the gun. McClover with the give. Brought down in the open field. Nice job by the running back, and that'll get him 7, maybe 8 yards.
On the play.
They line up at the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Texas comes to the line with 3 wide. Handoff up the middle. Zepuar loses it, and down he goes at the 42. They dodged a bullet right there, guys.
Boy, did they. That halfback has got to keep both hands on the football.
Coaches hate it when the running backs fumble the football. They are supposed to have the best hands on the football team.
From the 42-yard line. It's first down. The Longhorns come out showing 3 wide. Down the middle. Got him again. Murphy with a takedown at the 29-yard line. Rhodes, he appears to have been injured on the play. First down, 10 yards to go.
On the 29-yard line.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. It's a direct snap. Ball's loose. Recovered by the offense. They'll bring him down at the 27. Talk about a close call. The running back put the ball on the ground, but the offense keeps possession.
Yo, Kirk, is it somebody's birthday on defense?
I don't know. Where are you going with this one, Coach?
Well, it's got to be somebody's birthday, because this running back is handing out presents out there. Either that, or he's doing his best to get benched.
Now I got you, Coach. Fumble, birthday present. I got you.
Texas comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. They'll throw again. Defense hasn't stopped him yet, and he's hit immediately. They brought the house on that one.
And this kid shows a lot of poise and moxie in the pocket. He knew he was going to get hit. He hung in there and delivered the ball with accuracy.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Their last trip down here was a success. Let's see if this one will result in another touchdown.
That was a fantastic play by this defense.
You're right. Poor halfback, he had nowhere to go.
Second down and goal. Ball on the 10-yard line. The Longhorns line up with a single set backfield. McClover makes a handoff. Touchdown, Texas! And he makes his second visit to the end zone with that catch.
Oh, that was a great catch by the receiver. He ran a perfect route to get open for his second score of the game.
They'll line up for the point after. And he converts the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Texas
is
to
lined
kick.
up for the kickoff. Number 87.
And this one's a short kick. Murphy takes from the 10. Guys, their last possession, they really had good success passing the ball.
Hey, if you ask me, air it out some more.
Lee, I agree. Make them show you that they can stop it before you change things up.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Ohio State comes out with an I formation. Smart gives up the middle. White with the tackle at the 30. 6 yards on the carry. Second and 4 coming up here.
Ball
on the
30-yard line.
The Buckeyes come out in the ace formation. Setting up play action. Throws this one out to the right. The 50. And with that last throw, he's now gone over 200 yards in the half. First down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Ohio State lines up with 3 receivers. Smart looking to throw on first down. And now he's going to improvise. And he's taken down at the 40-yard line. From the 40-yard line. 2nd and 1. The Buckeyes line up in an I formation. Smart back to throw. Surveys the field. He's under some heat. Smart gets sacked for the loss. They line up at the 44. It's 3rd down. Anderson gets a toss. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. Good play there by the defense.
This is just a toss to the tailback, but the defense gets a good read on his play and was able to stop him for a loss.
4th and 6.
They line up to punt this one away. Parks is waiting for the snap. Parks punts it, and he didn't get much distance on it. Tally calls for the fair catch.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to work apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
So if I'm the coach, I'm telling my defensive linemen to get more pressure on that quarterback.
They'll take over at
The offense will start at the 17-yard line. Texas lines up in a shotgun set. McClover looking to throw on first down. And it's caught. They lose 3 yards there. Second and 13 coming up here.
2nd and 13. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Texas comes out in the shotgun. Back to pass. Moves up in the pocket. He'll dump this one off. Oh, man. He took him down hard. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
They line up at the 18. 3rd down, 9 to go. Texas lines up in a shotgun set. McClover back to pass. Lets it go. Interception off the deflection. And this could be a big return.
That's not where the quarterback wanted to throw that football, Kirk.
Yeah, but how about the play by the defender? That was a great interception and an even better effort to bring the ball back for a touchdown.
They'll line up for the point after. And he hits the PAT. But hold on, we got a penalty on the play. Let's check it out.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty for a repeat try.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. And he adds the extra point. Ohio State ready to kick this one off. Kennedy and number 89 set to return. He kicks it off. Number 89 fields it at the 3.
I know the first thing I wanted to do after throwing the pick was to come out that next drive and throw. Let the defense know that I wasn't intimidated.
And how many times did you go right back in there and throw another pick?
Well, as you know, a quarterback needs a short memory, so I really don't remember, Scooter. You know better than that.
McClover is back in the gun.
Number 19 with the carry. No gain on the play.
From their own 23-yard line.
On the
2nd and 10.
line.
The Longhorns are lining up with 3 receivers. Looks to pass. Lets it fly. He pulls it down. And guys, he's already over 200 yards passing in the first half.
Well, he's off to a great start. It'll be interesting to see if he can maintain this level of play for the rest of the game.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 38.
38-yard line.
Zepuar is the single setback. Hands it off. He jukes. Tackle made at midfield. Nice game for the halfback.
That time they kept it on the ground with the counter play. The blocking was great up front, and the tailback was able to get into the open field and do some special things.
We've got a 1st and 10. They line up at the 50. 3 wideouts here. He looks, throws it out there. And they make the stop at the 37. There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 37. They hand it off. He's tackled at the 34. The fullback picks up about 3 yards on that carry. Second and 7. Ball on the 34-yard line. One man backfield. He drops back. Wants to throw outside. The ball is tipped.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kurt, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
That'll bring up 3rd down. They line up at the 34. 3rd and 7 coming up here. They come out in a nickel. Setting up the play action. Throws. It's hit. Good defensive play. Makes it 4th down.
I'm sending out a big yo to the defensive coordinator.
He appreciates that yo. Great job of mixing up the coverage and putting his players in a spot to make a play.
And they're smart enough to know the situation and to just knock it down.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. They'll bring in their dime package. Steps up in the pocket. This one is incomplete. They took a gamble, but they lost.
Well, that gamble could really end up hurting them, because if the opposing offense scores, then everybody is going to be pointing the fingers at that old coach.
The
They'll go to work at the 34-yard line.
will start the drive at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10.
They'll bring him down at the 34. 0 yards on that play. Second down, 10 yards to go.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Smart drops back. Tackle made at the 35-yard line. They'll line up at the 35.
Ball on the 35-yard
3rd down, 9 to
line.
go. Texas brings in their nickel package. Smart back to throw. He rolls left. Got hit as he threw. Great coverage, and it's intercepted. That INT puts him in a position to make this a game.
Yeah, they really needed that. That's a huge boost to morale.
You're right, Kirk. Now they got the big M.O. on their side.
They'll get the ball here at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line. 1st and 10.
McClover comes to the line with 3 wide. He's tackled at the 38. Zepuar gets 3 yards on the carry, so that'll make it 2nd down. They line up at the 38.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Texas comes out with an I formation. Zepuar takes it up the middle.
26.
A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
1-yard gain on the play.
Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. McClover with 3 wide receivers. McClover off the fake. And he's got him on the fly. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. What a display of pure speed.
You know, anytime this guy touches the ball, he has the ability to go the entire length of the field with that speed.
And if I was calling plays, I would say, go run past everybody and we'll throw it to you. He can fly.
Here's the try for the extra point. And he hits the PAT. And with 4 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter, our score, Ohio State 38, Texas 28. Kramer
is
ready to
lined
kick.
up with the kickoff.
He sends it off.
7 back to return.
Quarter takes it at the 4. This defense did a nice job last time around, forcing the interception.
Now they find out how much faith they got in this kid. Do they run the football or they let her rip?
This drive will start at the 21.
At the 21-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Buckeyes line up with 4 wideouts. He's looking to pass. He throws it. He's got an opening. They'll bring him down at the 33. That one worked pretty well.
And it's a good job here by the wide receiver to get open. He created good separation from the defense.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Tackle at the 34-yard line. From their own 34-yard line.
Ball on the 34-yard
It's second down.
line.
Ohio State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He passes it in the air. It's intercepted. And the defense just picked up their 2nd interception of the game.
This defense has really been in sync during the first half.
They've really confused this quarterback by throwing different packages at him.
Yeah, they're all fired up now. If they keep this up, it'll be a long day for this offense.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here.
1st and 10.
The Longhorns come out in a shotgun. They snap it to the back. Loose football. Thomas sweeps up the loose ball. He's got some blockers. Across midfield, at the 40, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And that was about the worst thing you could ask for.
Oh, that hurts. The worst thing that can happen. And now you've got to regroup and try to get back on the field for another set of downs.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. He makes the PAT. So under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, and the score, Ohio State 45, Texas 28. Ohio State gets set to kick this one away. He kicks it. Number 89 from his own end zone. They're ready to start another drive, hoping to duplicate the results of the last one, which ended in a touchdown. Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. The Longhorns set up in the gun. A little juke. Sanders tackles him for a loss on the play. And that was a good stop by the defense. They got him in the backfield.
That's a great example of quickness by the defensive line. It allows you to break away from those blockers before they have a chance of moving you away from the play.
Second
and 11. Ball on the 13. The Longhorns come out in a shotgun. He'll dump it short. The ball is tipped. Marquardt was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it third down. It's third and 11. Ball on their own 13. McClover back in the gun. Throws. Incomplete pass.
Oh, man. Dropped passes just aren't acceptable. I don't care if you're getting hit or not.
Hey, he'll shake it off. No big deal. Watch, they'll go to him again, and he'll come up with the catch.
You know, he probably will, but there's still no excuse for the one he just dropped.
Quarter is back to receive. He gets it away. Quarter takes it at the 47. Just couldn't break free on that one.
Now, Brad, he didn't have a lot of open field to run, but he did a nice job of making something out of nothing.
We'll see if they can capitalize on the good field position. Smart has 4 receivers lined up here. Smart sets up the play action across the middle. And he went way up, and he's got the interception. That's his second interception of the game.
Well, this guy's doing a great job of playing his assignment and making big plays.
They line up at the 42. It's first down. Moves with the football. It's picked up, and he's leveled. What a hit. And that is not what they needed.
They already needed a couple of scores to get back in this. Now a turnover? What else could go wrong?
They line up at the 39. First down. Anderson lines up in the deep back, I formation. They'll give it off here. Talley brings him down at the 34. Anderson comes away with 5 yards on the carry, so that'll make it second down. Second down and 5. Ball on the 34-yard line. Smart lines up in the shotgun. He gets another carry. Frank brings him down for a loss. Good effort by the linebacker to come up and make the play. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 35.
35-yard line.
They line up in a double tight set. Setting up play action. He's going left. They can't connect. Incomplete.
That's a fantastic defensive effort.
Yeah, the deflection prevented them from getting any yards. Now it's 4th down.
4th and 6.
They'll line up for the kick, and this is going to be extremely long. He gets it up, and it's long enough. And it's right down the middle. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends it downfield. Kennedy fields it in the end zone. Good, solid return that time.
You're right. And what allowed him to come up with a nice return were some key blocks up front.
Yep, and a few more of those key blocks and it would have been really big.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. Zepuar, the lone back. McClover drops back, throwing left. Murphy picks it off. What a catch! I'm surprised he was able to hang on to that one.
People tend to think that guys play corner if their hands aren't good enough to play wide receiver. As we just saw, it's not always the case.
Sometimes it's actually the opposite. Some guys play receiver instead of corner because they don't want to hit or tackle anybody.
They'll
The
start
offense
the
will start
drive
at the 44-yard line. Ohio
First
State
and 10.
goes with the ace set here. Back to pass. Throws it. Complete. Davis with the tackle at the 35-yard line. The Buckeyes call for a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. Second down. Ohio State comes out with an I formation. Smart on play action. He gets rid of it. Interception off the deflection. And that tackle is going to save him 6. Another interception. That makes 4 on the day.
Somebody needs to put a 10 over these guys, because this is just a circus with all these turnovers.
They'll take
go to
over
work
at
at
the
the
47-yard
47-yard
line. First and 10.
The Longhorns come out in the ace formation. The defense jumped, but I think a lineman moved first.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
Well, the offense is helped out by that defensive penalty.
You bet they are. That's an easy way to pick up yards.
First down and 5 to go. He drops back. Looks, rolls right. He's looking for his man, and that one's incomplete.
Not a pretty pass right there.
No, it wasn't, Kirk. That was not a good pass at all. But hey, in his defense, he had to get it off to avoid the sack.
We've got a 2nd and 5.
Ball on the
Ball on the
42-yard
42-yard line. McClover drops to throw. He throws. Finds his receiver. And he's taken down at the 25-yard line. I don't really know what this one's for. Let's find out.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still
Texas
second down.
just took their first time out. Second down, 15 to go. Ball right around midfield. McClover back in the gun, looking, over the middle. And that one's fallen incomplete. That would have been a tough catch for the wide receiver. It's third and 15. Ball on their own 48. 5 DBs on the field. He drops back. He's looking. McClover guns it. His receiver has it. He's tackled at the 30. Texas will have 1 timeout remaining. First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the
Ball on the
30-yard
30-yard line. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. They'll throw on first down. The ball is tipped. The defender had it and then dropped it.
The defense looked alive on that play.
Yeah, Coach, you did a great job of reading the play and beating the receiver to the ball.
That'll make it second down. From the 30-yard line.
Ball on the
It's second and 10.
30-yard line.
They'll work from the shotgun. McClover drops back, gets it out in a hurry, and he's tackled at the 25-yard line. And Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Looking to throw. They can't connect. Incomplete. He was under some pressure there.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, you have so many things to worry about. What's the coverage, where's the pressure coming from, and so on, that you lose focus at times throwing a catchable ball. Here, he just missed the target.
It's up. And the field goal is good. And he's got to be happy about that kick.
Oh, no question. This kid is just a solid kicker.
Texas to kick this one off. He sends it off.
Back to return.
Murphy fields it at the 2. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time? Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Howard takes the handoff. Coleman with a takedown at the 22. They get 3 yards on the play. As they head to the locker room, it's been a one-sided affair. The score, Ohio State 48, Texas 31. Texas is set to kick this ball off to start the second half. Decent kick. Quarter. Fields at the 2. And now we'll see the offense come out on the field for their next possession.
87 on the return.
They'll get the ball here at the 19-yard line.
1st and 10.
They'll work from the shotgun. Across the middle, he snags it. Talley with the tackle at the 40-yard line. There's a flag on the field, and I think I have a good feeling of what this might be.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
It's 1st down. Ohio State goes with the ace set here. Smart back to throw. He steps up. He lets it go. And that one's incomplete. Quarter was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From their own 9-yard line. 2nd and long. The Buckeyes line up with a single set backfield. Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. It's 2nd and 15. Ball on the 14-yard line. Play fake. Looking. He passes it. And he's got him on the fly. Brought down at the 37-yard line. Talk about a throw.
Does this kid have an arm or what? I'm telling you, this thing is like laser beam coming out of his hand.
Boy, you're right. What a cannon this young man's got.
First and
from their
10.
own 37-yard line. First down. Smart has 4 receivers lined up here. Smith with a takedown at the 48-yard line. So they go on the ground and pick up another first down.
Yo, nice run and good job to keep the chains moving.
They are stringing together a nice little drive here. If they keep this up, it'll be hard to keep them out of the end zone.
They line up at the 48. First down. Smart lines up in the shotgun. He gets rid of it. Incomplete pass.
How about that defense?
Well, that's why he's on the field, to make plays like that.
It's second down and 10 to go.
Ball
on their own 48.
line.
Smart lines up with 4 wideouts. Back to pass. He steps up. He zips one over to the right. Boy, did he zip that ball in there.
Yeah, you're right. There's not a whole lot of quarterbacks out there that can make this throw. He delivers this one right where it has to be. Great arm strength.
From the 44-yard line.
Ball on the
Third down and 2 to go.
line.
Back to pass. Throws this one off balance. Picked off. And this could be a big return. At the point. To the 10. He's in for the score, and they're back in it.
Oh, that's a quarterback's worst nightmare.
Don't remind me, Coach, but I really think that was a great defensive play. He made a nice jump on the ball and took it to the house.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 13 minutes remaining in the third quarter, the score is Ohio State 48, Texas 38. Texas lines up for the kickoff. Kicks off. Bishop from his own end zone.
Let's watch this defense and how aggressive they are. They were able to get a pick the last time, and they're like a wild animal. When they smell blood, they go in for the kill.
Take it easy, Coach. You're getting excited.
Hey, that's right, sweetheart. I'm always excited.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics brought to you by Coca-Cola. Ohio State comes out in the shotgun. Smart drops back to pass. Tossed short. Quarter was the intended receiver on the play, so that'll make it second down. It's second and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. Ohio State comes out with an I formation. Little handoff. He's taken down. At the 22, the halfback picks up a yard. It's third down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 22. The Buckeyes come out in the ace formation. Looks to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's in trouble. And they got him. They just got to the quarterback for the 4th time today.
This offensive line has to be able to protect the quarterback better. They're giving up sacks left and right.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here.
17-yard line.
Kennedy is back deep to return. Punts the ball away. Kennedy fields at the 48. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
Yeah, but his blockers have to do a better job of helping him out. They didn't hold the coverage team at bay. They just let him right through.
First and 10. Ball on the 48.
The Texas Longhorns take over at the 48-yard line. First and 10.
The Longhorns line up in the power I formation. On the ground, up the middle. Juke move. To the 20. To the 10. And it's all the way in for the touchdown. That was a big run by the halfback.
Boy, this kid makes the defense look silly. Grabbing at a bunch of air down there. They got to hit somebody.
Trying to get within a field goal. They'll try the point after. He splits the uprights with the extra point. And better than 12 minutes still left in the third quarter. The score, Ohio State 48, Texas 45. Texas is ready to kick it away. Bishop and Quarter back deep to return. Kicks it off. Bishop fields it at the 3.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
They have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
Here are the offensive production stats brought to you today by Coca-Cola. The Buckeyes line up with 3 wide. First down, look at the throw. Garrett tackles him at the 22. It's second and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. The Buckeyes come out in the shotgun. And he's tackled at the 24. Third down, 8 yards to go. Ball on their own 24. The defense lines up in a dime. Smart back to pass. Got it ball. So they go 3 and out after that incompletion. Fourth and 8. It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. Parks awaits the snap. He gets it away. Kennedy fields it at the 39. Well, guys, they got a touchdown on their last drive.
And you know, Brad, they stuck to the running game, and it proved to be very effective on that last drive.
If they keep running the football like they have been, then we may see another 6 points on the board real soon.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 42.
At the 42-yard line. First and 10.
The Longhorns line up with a single set backfield. Depuar up the gut. There's a fumble. It's picked up by the offense. Wow, very close to turning it over, but they'll keep possession of the football.
Way to play heads up out there. That's just one more reason to play to the whistle.
It's second down. McClover drops to throw. Looking. Tosses short. This one is incomplete. He got the ball away, but it wasn't anywhere near a completion.
Nah, he just wanted to avoid the sack.
third and 5 situation.
Ball on the
Ball right around
47
midfield.
yard line.
Texas goes with the ace set here. McClover drops back, lets it go. Complete. Great concentration. That won't be enough to move the chains.
That's what I like to see. Crisp tackling by the defense so he can't get away and get enough for the first.
4th and 2.
The Longhorns
Ball on the
are lining up to
50-yard
punt it
line.
away. Brewer is waiting for the snap. Punts the ball away. Calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not thinking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll start this drive at the 20. The Buckeyes line up in an I formation. Little handoff. Tackled for a loss. They didn't let him get anything going on that play.
No, they didn't. Heck, they didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second
down.
and 12. Ball
They'll
on
bring
the
in their dime
18-yard
package.
line.
Smart drops back to pass. Comes across the middle. Just out of reach of his tight end. Third and 12 coming up on this one.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Smart lines up in the shotgun. Wants to throw outside. Found his man. Across midfield. Oh, so close to breaking it. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards.
Well, this wide receiver is definitely having a solid game. He's getting his yards, but more importantly, he's moving the chains for first down.
First down.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
The Longhorns bring in the nickel package. Drops back to pass. Throws down the middle. Oh, gets shot at the pick. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
They line up at the 36.
Ball on the
It's second down and 10 to go. Smart comes to the line with 3 wide. Steps up. Smart throws it out there. Interception off the deflection. The 50, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. What a great interception return by this defense.
Hey, they say the best offense is a good defense.
Yep, sure is. When they're putting points on the board.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. And he hits the PAT. So with more than 9 minutes remaining in the third, the score, Texas 52, Ohio State 48.
Texas
Everyone's
is
all
lined
lined up
for the
and ready
kickoff.
for the kickoff. He sends it off. Bishop fields it at the 1. So if you're the offense here, what's your mindset right
anxious to get back out on the field. Last time out, they drove right down the field, so they know they can move it.
But they cannot turn it over again in the same situation. That, my friends, would be a heartbreaker.
They're in the eye. A little juke. He's tackled at the 31. They'll get 9 yards on the play. From their own 31-yard line.
Ball on the 31-yard
It's 2nd and 1.
line.
Going with the shotgun here. Smart back to throw. Down the middle. Batted ball. Jefferson with the tackle at the 41-yard line. Wow, the receiver had a big play on his mind, and he forgot about securing the football.
I always told my receivers to look the ball in, tuck it away, and then get upfield. It looks like he skipped step 2. I didn't see the part where he's supposed to tuck it away.
I'm sure he'll hear all about that in practice from his coaches and teammates. This group of receivers is a competitive bunch, and they don't let each other get away with mistakes like that. Lucky for him, the offense recovered at that time.
A yard on the play action that time. We've got 2nd and 9 here.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
5 DBs on the field. He steps up, lets it fly, and that one's incomplete.
I'm a little surprised that he dropped that one, Coach.
I am too, but don't take anything away from this defense. That was a perfectly timed hit. There wasn't much the receiver could do that time. He had a man in his face as soon as he touched the football.
Ohio State comes out with an I formation. Smart, back to pass. He's going right. That's incomplete. Bishop was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it 4th down, and they're going to have to punt.
Fourth and 9.
The Buckeyes are lining up to punt it away. Kennedy, the return man, punts the ball away. Kennedy takes it at the 21. The 50. At 40. At 30. To the 20. To the 10. They return it all the way for the touchdown. Oh, that's going to get the old heart pumping.
I'll tell you what, the special teams coach has to be very proud there. That play was designed perfectly and even executed better.
Here's the try for the extra point. He makes the PAT. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He kicks off. Bishop fields it at the 3. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. The Buckeyes line up with 3 wide. Coleman brings him down at the 29. Anderson gains around 3 yards on the run. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 29-yard line. The Buckeyes are lining up with 3 receivers. Smart set to go to the air. He's going to take off. Smith with a takedown at the 34. They line up at the 34.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
tattooed on that one. That's not going to move the sticks.
This defense played some football out there and did a good job of not letting him get into any kind of rhythm.
Fourth and 1.
Ohio State lining up the punt.
35-yard line.
Kennedy back to return, and he's already proven he can break these with a block or two. He gets it away. Kennedy takes it to 25. The 50. Down the sideline. At the 30. To the 20. To the 10. And they're going to bring this one all the way back. Touchdown! So that adds a little bit of cushion to their lead, Kurt.
Another example of how important special teams are. We just saw in a matter of 20 seconds how quickly a game can get blown wide open.
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point.
Texas
Everyone's
is
all lined up
with
and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off. Quarter takes it at the 4. He keeps him. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they forced into a 3 and out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made out of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics brought to you by Coke. Smart drops to throw. Throws. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49-yard line. Penalty marker down in the backfield. Might be a holding call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. $15-yard penalty.
He did get to him late there.
The officials have gotten really serious about hits like this. I think it's good for the game that they're doing such a good job of protecting the quarterbacks.
Kirk, that was well put.
Ball
First
on
and
the
10. Ball on the 36-yard line. The Buckeyes line up in an I formation. Smart on play action. He passes it. He snags it. A 1-yard loss. From the 37-yard line. Second and 11 coming up.
37-yard line.
Ohio State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Smart off the fake, lets it fly. Another kick. Brought down to the open field.
Defense coming with heat on that play.
Yep, and the offensive line did a good job of picking up their assignments. That gave the quarterback enough time to throw a nice pass and pick up the first down.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The offense got 6 the last time they were inside the 20. Let's see what they do here. On the ground, up the middle. They'll bring him down at the 11. Gain of 9. From the 11-yard line. It's second and 1. Anderson is the single setback. Smart fakes the handoff. Looks to the end zone. Batted ball.
That ball should have been picked off.
This quarterback had too much faith in his arm that time.
Well, that confidence almost led to a change of possession. His man wasn't even close to being open.
Third and 1.
Third down to the yard.
11-yard line.
Ohio State goes with the ace set here. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. He delivers.
This is his 15th touchdown reception of the year. What do you think, Kurt?
It's incredible. This receiver has played well all year long, and you can bet that he'll finish the season with a few school records.
He's already one of the nation's leaders in receiving touchdowns.
And the season isn't even over yet. Don't be surprised if he finishes at the top of that list.
And he hits the PAT. So with under 5 minutes left in the third quarter, our score, Texas 66, Ohio State 55. Adams looks ready to kick this one off. He sends it off. Number 89 from his own end zone. Not a whole lot of success though this time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics brought to you by Coke. Zepuar, the lone back. McClover hands it off. McKenzie tackles him at the 34-yard line. Zepuar picks up 5 with the carry, so that'll make it second down. Second down and 5.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
The Longhorns set up in the gun. Throws it. Incomplete pass.
He just overthrew them on that one.
Quarterback has to make those passes. You can't overthrow a guy like that.
It's third down. Going with the shotgun here.
34-yard line.
They go with the option. Shakes off a tackle. And they make the stop at the 45-yard line. And they convert on third down.
They got to continue to take care of the football. And I'll tell you what, if they can run the option like this, they're going to be tough to stop.
The key there is taking care of the football.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. From the gun. Feeds it to the back. Oh, man, did he take a hit. The halfback picks up a yard.
1-yard gain on the play.
It's second and 9.
Ball on the
44-yard line. Single set backfield. The halfback with a carry. Tackle made at the 41-yard line. Zepuar gets 3 yards on the play. That'll make it third down. They'll line it up again on third down. McClover lines up in the shotgun. McClover drops back. Throws, and they've got the screen set up. Murphy with a takedown at the 34-yard line.
Whoa, that was close. The defense thought they held him there.
The offense only got the first down by about a yard, but I'm sure they'll be happy with a new set of downs.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. The Longhorns come out in the ace formation, and he throws it to his quarterback. Backward pass at the second and long coming up here. Ball on the 41. The Longhorns line up with a single set backfield. He throws left, and he brings it down. And that catch gives the big fella 100 yards on the day.
These guys do a great job of utilizing the tight end in their passing game, something that most teams don't do in college football.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The Longhorns are lining up with 3 receivers. McClover to the air on first down. And it's caught. Williams with the tackle at the 17-yard line. And the pass is caught, but he goes nowhere.
Yeah, nice job there by the defense to get to him and make the sure tackle before he could make any moves to break loose.
They line up at the 17.
Ball on the
Second down and 7 to go. The Longhorns come out in a shotgun. Rolls to the right. He's looking for his man. It's deflected. The defender could only get a hand on it.
A hand on it? If this kid wants to be a big-time playmaker, he better start getting 2 hands on it.
Yeah, Lee, that ball should have been picked off there.
They've been 2 for 2 on third downs in this drive, and they'll try to convert again here. The Buckeyes line up in a nickelback. Again, he'll get the call. Tries to juke. And it looks like he's going to be short on this one.
Good job by the defense in knowing where the first down line was and stopping him just short of it.
Fourth down. This will be about a 29-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it's right down the middle. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Texas is lining up to kick this one off. He kicks it off. Bishop fields it in the end zone. It's on the ground. Davis falls on the fumble. And a costly fumble.
The ball carrier had only 1 hand on the ball, and the helmet right there causes the fumble.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. The Longhorns line up with 3 wide. McClover back to pass. He's looking. McClover guns it into coverage, and the defense has it. How about that defensive play?
What I liked here was the way the defense reacted as soon as the ball was thrown. It allowed them to come up with the interception.
What I didn't like was the decision by the quarterback. He's a smart kid. He knows better than to throw a pass like that.
They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. Ohio State comes out with an I formation. Inside here. Oh, man, he took him down hard. The fullback picks up about 3 yards on that carry. Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 23. Smart drops back to pass. And now he's going to run. Davis brings him down at the 34. Well, guys, he's scrambling around out there. They're having a lot of trouble bringing him down.
Hey, the secondary did their job in coverage, but they just couldn't contain the quarterback.
That's no easy task either, Coach. This guy had some pretty good feet, as we saw on that play.
Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. Smart with 3 wide receivers. Steps up, throws to the middle. Incomplete pass.
Not much you could do there, Coach.
Nope, not much at all. It's not easy hanging on to the football when there's another guy coming at you. Those are going to be drops more times than not.
Anderson lines up in the deep back. I formation.
34-yard line.
Smart drops back. He throws. Caught. A loss of about 6. Here's a 3rd and long situation. Ball on their own 28. Ohio State lines up with 3 receivers. Smart back to throw. He looks. They bring him down.
The defensive coaches were praising this kid before the game, and I can see why now they like him so much.
Quarterbacks don't like him too much. That's because he's been harassing them all year.
Fourth and long.
The Buckeyes are lining up to punt it away. Kennedy has been explosive so far, returning 2 of these for touchdowns. He gets it off. Kennedy fields it at the 40. Breaks 1. He made some nice moves on that return.
Yeah, but too many, Brad. Boy, he'd love to have another chance at that one. The field is wide open for a score.
They'll go to work at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line. First and 10.
McClover set to go to the air. He throws it. It's complete. Loss of 5 there. Second down.
15.
The Longhorns come out in the ace formation. Back to pass. Toss is short. Complete. Brought down at midfield. They completed it, but for a minimal gain.
It's not much, but at least it's positive yards.
We've got third and 12. Ball right around midfield. The Longhorns set up in the gun. Looks. He's wrapped up for the sack.
That defensive end just came off the edge and possibly the quarterback didn't have a chance.
He has one job on passing situations. Get to the quarterback. And he did that job very, very well on that play.
Fourth and long.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. Bishop is back awaiting the punt. Punts the ball away. Calls for the fair catch. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. This drive will start at the 19-yard line. They line up in an I. Play fake. Toss is short. Incomplete. The quarterback really took a shot after the play, and I'll bet that's what this flag is for.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Man, that was close. It looked like his momentum just carried him to the quarterback.
That was definitely a late hit. He could have easily got out of the way. Instead, he ran right through him.
Texas comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. He snags it, and down he goes at the 39-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. It's 2nd and 5 here.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Smart lines up in the shotgun. Smart back to pass. They'll make the sack. Third and 9. Ball on the 35.
35-yard line.
Smart with 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. He throws it. Got him on the run. Tackle at the 44.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great looking pass to move the sticks on 3rd down.
First
from the
and 10.
44-yard
Ball
line.
on the 44-yard
First down.
line.
Hands it off. Frank with a takedown at the 37-yard line. He takes the handoff and responds with a 7-yard gain. From the 37-yard line.
Ball
Second down, 3
37
yards to
yard
go.
line.
Anderson, the lone back. Smart with the play fake. They brought him down for the sack at the 44-yard line. The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. The Buckeyes line up with a single set backfield. The ball is tipped. They'll bring him down at the 38. This one will be interference, but who's it going to be called on?
Pass interference on the defense. Spot foul, first down.
So they'll move him back after the penalty.
I bet that one has the fans steaming.
Well, that wasn't a very bright play by that young man. You can bet that the fans aren't the only ones unhappy. His coaches don't look too happy either.
First and 10. Ball on the 37.
37-yard line.
The Buckeyes with 4 receivers. Smart passes. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
That's just good defense right there, Coach.
It was, Kirk, but you know what? It's all reaction. Anytime you're out there on defense and the pass is within arm's length away,
Second and 10.
knock it down.
That'll bring up second down. The Buckeyes go with the I formation. Smart sets up the play action. He lets it go. They connect again. And he's brought down. Coach, what do you got for us?
I just can't get over the play of this quarterback. Get this stat, fellas. He's now over 400 yards passing for the day.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. The last time they were in the red zone, they got a touchdown out of it. Throws a bullet. It's complete. And down he goes at the 4-yard line. And a pickup of about 7.
7-yard gain on the play.
Here's play number 10 on the drive. They're crowding the line. Fumbles the ball. Garrett tackles him for a loss on the play. Talk about a close call. Running back put the ball on the ground, but the offense keeps possession.
Yo, Kirk, is it somebody's birthday on defense?
I don't know. Where are you going with this one, Coach?
Well, it's got to be somebody's birthday because this running back is handing out presents out there. Either that or he's doing his best to get benched.
Now I got you, Coach. Fumbling, birthday present. I got you.
Smart back to pass. Throws it. And that one's incomplete.
Oh, man. Dropped passes just aren't acceptable. I don't care if you're getting hit or not.
Hey, he'll shake it off. No big deal. Watch, they'll go to him again, and he'll come up with the catch.
You know, he probably will. But there's still no excuse for the one he just dropped.
It's 4th down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. The Buckeyes set up in the gun. Go into the end zone. And this one falls incomplete. I don't really know what this one's for. Let's find out.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. First down.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 6. Zepuar alone in the backfield. McClover hands it off. Henderson brings him down at the 11. Zepuar gains about 5 yards on the run. That'll make it second down. They'll line up at the 11. Second and 5.
11-yard line.
McClover comes to the line with 3 wide. Drops back to pass. He steps up. Across the middle. Spinning. Tackle at the 21-yard line.
I credit the quarterback on that pass. He made a great read and delivered a very nice pass for the first down.
He set up and put the ball right there where it had to go. Nice play.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 21-yard
line.
Ohio State lines up with 5 defensive backs. Flips it, and it falls incomplete. Wilkinson was the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it second down. So it's second and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. Texas comes to the line, only 1 down the backfield. He got hit hard, and that was not a good call offensively.
Nah, not a good call, only because they lost yardage. I tell you, I've seen plays like this where the tailback breaks one and goes for a touchdown.
You're right, Lee. You can never tell.
Third and 13. Texas comes out in the shotgun. Back to pass. The cavalry's coming. So he's sacked by the senior at linebacker.
Sometimes the quarterback just needs to throw it up and have faith in his receiver. He just held on to it too long.
Yeah, but if he just throws it up there, an old free safety's waiting to catch it.
Fourth and long.
The Longhorns line up the punt. Bishop is the deep man awaiting the return. He gets it off. Bishop fields it at the 50. Sheds that one. And he hits him hard at the 44-yard line. What do you expect from this offense at this point, fellas?
Well, Brad, they still have 2 possessions. I think they have to get into the end zone on this drive.
No doubt about it, Coach. Time is running out. And if they want a chance to win this game, then they need a score right here.
Back to pass. He'll dump it short. They can't connect. Incomplete. Parks was the intended receiver on that pass. So that'll make it second down. Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 44. 1-man backfield. Smart steps back to pass. Smart unload. That was a good completion there.
Yeah, I really liked the good, clean routes they ran on that play.
Third and 5. Ball on the 39. They line up in the shotgun. Looking to throw. Looks. He's looking down the middle.
Now that's the way to get in there and break up a pass.
And more importantly, Coach, brings up a 4th down situation.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. They line up in an eye. Smart on play action. He looks. Smart throws it out there. Finds his receiver. And they make the stop at the 19-yard line. So they get the first down on a big 4th down pickup.
These guys will just not go away.
Hey, this game is not over yet. Never count on a team until you hear that final gun.
Yeah, they're backed into a corner, but that's when a team performs their best.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Anderson on the shot. Brings him down for a loss.
Oh, man. He'll feel that one in the morning.
That's called making a statement. When you get into the backfield like that and put somebody on their back, it really sends a message.
From the 22-yard line. So it's 2nd and 13. The Buckeyes line up with a single set backfield. Again with the run. Brought down at the 9. What a run.
Here they give it to the tailback and a little misdirection play, and you can see the athleticism and the ability to make guys miss. Nice play.
It's 1st and goal. They line up at the 9. They'll work from the shotgun. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a spectacular run by the quarterback.
That is such a weapon for your offense. When you have a quarterback who can do things like that, coach probably loves throwing up plays for this guy.
They'll line up for the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Adams looks ready to kick this one off. He boots it deep downfield. Kennedy fields it in the end zone. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. McClover with 3 wide receivers. McClover back to pass. Wants to throw outside. Across midfield. And he's going to go to the 10. Touchdown. And that's his 10th touchdown reception of the year.
I can see why this quarterback likes to get him the ball so much. He just makes plays.
And he hasn't just made plays today, but all season. His consistency is what makes him such a good player.
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. He makes the PAT. Kramer gets set to kick this one away. Kicks it away. Quarter fields it at the 9. So what do you think about this situation, fellas?
Well, time isn't on their side anymore. They need to get this ball down the field and get in the end zone.
You're right, Coach. It's now a 2-possession game. There's not too much time to spare.
At the
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 27. Ohio State goes with the ace set here. Smart off the fake. Little shake and bake move. He broke his ankles. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 27-yard line. Ohio State comes out with an I formation. Give to the tailback. Anderson comes away with 5 yards on the carry.
Third down. Ball on the 32-yard line.
The Buckeyes come out in the ace formation. He's looking. Fumble! Defense says they've got it, and they do. Good hustle there by the D lineman.
He saw the ball pop out and just went after it. Nice hustle.
It sure was. It's often an overused term when referring to defensive linemen, but that's what they mean when they talk about a guy who has a motor that's running. He never quit, and he played to the whistle.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. McClover lines up in the shotgun. Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. Still first down.
Lack of concentration will push the offense back.
Yep, the kid was in a hurry to block someone. You got to control that.
Line up at 30. It's first down. Looks to pass. Looks. McClover rifles it right, and it's caught. Tackle made at the 29. They didn't get much on that pass.
You know, this defense is too quick for plays like that to work. You got to mix them up a little.
We've got a 2nd and 14.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Texas goes with the ace set here. Across the middle. This one is incomplete. He tried to hit his receiver in stride, but overthrew it a little too much.
That'll come in time. Just repetition, throwing that same pass over and over, and he'll be fine.
Third
From the
and 14.
29-yard line. It's third down. Is an impact player, and on 3rd and long, you better expect him to make a play. Lets it fly. Incomplete. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is.
It doesn't look like it's too bad, but the trainers are going to take a look anyway.
Fourth down, and they'll attempt the field goal. This one is from about 46 yards out. He gets it up, and it's through the uprights. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Texas
is
to
lined
kick.
up for the
Bishop
kickoff.
and Quarter deep to return. He kicks off. Quarter takes it at the 4. So the offense comes out after their last drive had the ball in the defense's hands by way of a fumble. They'll get the ball here at the 21-yard
Take
line.
over at the 21-yard line. First and 10.
They'll line it up with 4 wide receivers. And they bring him down for a sack on the play. So it's second and 13.
Ball on
their own 18.
line.
Anderson, the lone back. They give to the tailback. And there's a fumble. Talley with a recovery. How about that play, Coach?
Nice play from the key part of this defense. This safety is a big-time football player, and that fumble recovery shows why.
They're threatening
They'll start
inside the 20.
At the 12-yard line. First and 10.
Texas lines up in a double tight set. Sanders with a takedown at the 10-yard line.
On the
Zebduar gains
Gain
about
of
2 yards on the run.
play.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters most. The kicker got them points on their last red zone visit. Let's see if the offense can get points this time. You got a lot of jersey on that play. Not too much argument about this play.
On the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
These are the calls that drive a coach crazy. Senseless penalties can sometimes be the difference between winning and losing the game.
From the 20-yard line, we've got a second and long. The Longhorn set up in the gun. Throws this one out to the left. Complete. He's pushed out of bounds at the 4. The tight end with a nice catch there.
16 on the play.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. They've got about 100 tight ends in there for this goal line play. The linebacker comes down with the INT.
Let me say one thing. That was a tough catch. Even for a receiver, that would have been a tough catch to make.
They'll start over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
Ohio State lines up in a shotgun set. Waits till the last moment. Got it. And they bring him down.
That was a pretty nice completion.
Yeah, but it's still a 3-possession game. That's a lot of ground to make up in the fourth quarter.
I give him credit, though. This quarterback refuses to give up.
We've got a first and 10.
Ball on the
Ball around
49-yard
midfield. Anderson alone in the backfield. Smart pitches out to the right. White hits him in the backfield. That's a loss of about 5. Second down, and they got 15 for the first down. Ohio State comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Brought down at the 47. Anderson picks up a yard on the play. Third down and 14 to go.
Ball on the
Ball on the
47-yard
47-yard line. 6 DBs in the lineup. He's looking to pass. He takes off. And he's tackled at the 45-yard line. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Clipping on the offense. The penalty is declined. Fourth down.
Fourth and
Looks like
6.
they've decided to go
Ball
for
on
it
the
here.
45-yard line.
Ohio State goes with the ace set here. Smart drops back to pass. Looking. He rolls out to the right. Throwing right. It's complete. And down he goes at the 38. And there's a penalty on the play. Let's see who it's on.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still
Good call.
down.
Yeah, he practically brought him to the ground there.
Fourth down, and the offense is still on the field.
45-yard line.
The Buckeyes line up with 4 wideouts. He delivers. Got it. And he's all the way down to the 26. And this has been one very special performance indeed. Guys, that is 500 yards.
500 yards. It takes some quarterbacks 3 or 4 games to get that many yards.
Three wideouts here. Drops back on first down. He passes it. He almost had it, but it's incomplete.
He tried to force that one in there.
It should have been intercepted. He can't be thrown into coverage like that.
They line up at the 26. Second down. Smart with 3 wide receivers. Smart back to throw. Smart delivers. He's taken down at the 15. And guys, you can just feel the momentum building with this drive.
That's their 3rd first down on this drive alone, Coach.
Yep, we all know how important momentum is in college football. This defense really needs to step up and get some of it back.
How about that touchdown?
Which one? I'm losing track of all those touchdowns. He can sure throw them in bunches, you guys.
They'll line up for the point after. And he converts the extra point. So with just over 3 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, the score is Texas 79, Ohio State 69. Needs a good bounce for a possible recovery here. Here's the onside kick. They were really looking to get the ball back.
Yeah, but it's not over yet. They can still get a 3 and out or come up with a turnover.
Excellent field position to start the drive.
44-yard line. First and 10.
Texas comes out in the shotgun. Zepuar gets the carry. He lost the ball. Recovered by the defense. That might turn out to be a big, big turnover.
Excellent job by this defense to get in there and force the fumble. That couldn't have come at a better time.
Yeah, because they needed 2 scores, and they needed them quickly. Let's see how they respond with the football now.
One-man backfield. Drops back on first down. Throws, and it falls incomplete. Bishop was the intended target on the play. That'll make it second down. It's second down and 10 to go.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Smart steps back to pass. He steps up, short toss. He snags it. Smith with the tackle at the 43-yard line. So they execute more closer to the sticks.
Yeah, completing those short passes is the key because it lulls the defense to sleep a little bit. Then you can launch one big one downfield for a big gain.
Third down, 6 to go.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Back to pass. Moves up in the pocket. Looking. He's right there for the interception. Bishop with a takedown at the 49. And credit the safety with that last interception.
He knew exactly where the quarterback was going with the football. It's not always about athletic ability. You've got to be a smart player and know what's going on out there.
And that comes from breaking down film of the opposing offense and paying attention all week in practice. This safety was ready for today's game.
They'll start this drive at midfield.
At the 49-yard line. 1st and 10.
They come out in a goal line set. Up the middle with a fullback. Sanders tackles him at the 49-yard line. 0 yards on that play. It's 2nd down and 10 to go.
Ball on the
Ball right around
49-yard
midfield.
line.
Zepuar lines up in a deep back, I formation. Makes a move. Davis with a takedown at the 48. Ohio State just took their first time out. From the 48-yard line. 3rd down, 7 yards to go. McClover steps back to pass. He's looking for his man. It's complete. He made the catch, but he didn't get the first down.
Yeah, right now, the way this defense is swarming, there's just no room for him to get upfield for the first down.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Brewer awaits the snap. Brewer punts it away, and this one's got some distance. This one would be down in the end zone for a touchdown. Well, guys, as this offense takes the field, tell me what you think they need to do to get back in the game.
I think this one is just too far out of reach.
They need to score here, then recover an onside kick and score again. Although this game isn't over yet, I just don't think they can accomplish that feat with this much time left in the game.
The Buckeyes, with 4 receivers, lets it fly. And it's a senior. Knocked out of bounds at the 27. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
2nd and 3 coming up. Ball on the 27-yard line. Smart comes to the line with 3 wide. Looks to pass. Got it to the senior. Tackle at the 34. Good pass to his receiver on that play.
And they pick up a big first down.
The Buckeyes come out in the ace formation. Looking to throw. EA Sports and Coca-Cola would like to congratulate today's Coke Players of the Game. Nice job. Smart lines up with 4 wideouts. Throws it out there.
It's going to go down as a drop, my friend.
A very frustrating drop. I like the play call. I like the pass even more, but it really doesn't matter if the receiver can't bring it in.
3rd down and a couple miles here. Ball on the 27. 5 DBs on the field. He drops back. Pressure coming. They bring him down. It looks like the defensive end that got in there.
Yes, it was. He did a wonderful job of fighting off blocks to bring the quarterback down.
Ohio State takes a timeout, and they'll have 1 timeout left. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. Anderson, the lone back. Smart drops back to pass. Fires a bullet out to the right. Davis tackles him at the 28-yard line. Not much of a chance on that one.
Well, they had to go for it. We're at a point where there's not much time left, and you got to put it all on the line.
Well, I think they might have gone just a little too far that time.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
It's first and 10. Ball at the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line. First and 10.
Going with the shotgun here. Here's the give. A little juke. And he's level at the 43. Ohio State will use their final timeout. It's second and 10. They line up in an I. Depuar gets the ball. Clark with the tackle at the 43-yard line. Nothing gained on the play. From the 43-yard line, it's third and 10. And on third and long, watch out. This quarterback's looking to keep the drive alive. Carter takes a handoff. And the big fellow with some room. Stone recovers a loose ball. And that's going to give these guys a chance.
Tell you what, Kirk, they needed a force of turnover there, and that defense jumped on the football.
Now all they need to do is come up with some big plays and put some points on the board in a hurry.
There's a flag down, and here's the call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Ohio State Buckeyes take over at the 17-yard line. First and long.
Texas comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Steps up. He lets it go. Got it to his receiver. White brings him down at the 32.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball, and if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
Smart sets up the play action. And they couldn't hook up on that one. This one's in the books, folks. What are your final thoughts on this game, Kirk?
You know, I think it was a well-played game for the most part. Ohio State had a few missed opportunities in this game, and I think if they could have capitalized on a few of them, it would have been a lot closer, and they might even have won this game.
We here at EA Sports thank you for watching this game of NCAA Football 2007. The final count in this one, Texas 79, Ohio State 69. I'm Brad Nessler along with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. I'd like to thank you for playing, and we'll see you next time.